To avoid whipsaw losses, stop trading. Markets are fundamentally volatile. No way around it. Your problem is not in the math. There is no math to get you out of having to experience uncertainty. It can be very expensive to try to convince the markets you are right. Risk no more than you can afford to lose, and also risk enough so that a win is meaningful. If there is no such amount, don't play. Win or lose, everybody gets what they want out of the market. Some people seem to like to lose, so they win by losing money. Speculate with less than 10% of your liquid net worth. Risk less than 1% of your speculative account on a trade. This tends to keep the fluctuations in the trading account small, relative to net worth. This is essential as large fluctuations can engage emotions and lead to feeling justifying drama. Trying to trade during a losing streak is emotionally devastating. Trying to play catch-up is lethal. The elements of good trading are 1. Cutting losses, 2. Cutting losses, and 3. Cutting losses. If you can follow these 3 rules, you may have a chance. I usually ignore advice from other traders, especially the ones who believe they are onto a sure thing. The old-timers, who talk about maybe there is a chance of so-and-so, are often right and early. There are old traders and there are bold traders, but there are very few old, bold traders. The trend is your friend except at the end where it bends. Systems trading is ultimately discretionary. The manager still has to decide how much risk to accept, which markets to play, and how aggressively to increase and decrease the trading base as a function of equity change. Systems don't need to be changed. The trick is for a trader to develop a system with which he is compatible. Pyramiding instructions appear on dollar bills. Add smaller and smaller amounts on the way up. Keep your eye open at the top. I don't think traders can follow rules for very long unless they reflect their own trading style. Eventually, a breaking point is reached and the trader has to quit or change or find a new set of rules he can follow. This seems to be part of the process of evolution and growth of a trader. Our work is not so much to treat or to cure feelings, as to accept and celebrate them. This is a critical difference. When a feeling dissolves, it ceases to be your enemy and begins to be one of your allies. Fundamentals that you read about are typically useless as the market has already discounted the price, and I call them funny-mentals. However, if you catch on early, before others believe, you might have valuable surprise-mentals. If you can't measure it, you probably can't manage it. Things you measure tend to improve. The key to long-term survival and prosperity has a lot to do with the money management techniques incorporated into the technical system. If you want to know everything about the market, go to the beach. Push and pull your hands with the waves. Some are bigger waves, some are smaller. But if you try to push the wave out when it's coming in, it'll never happen. The market is always right. Before I enter a trade, I set stops at a point at which the chart sours. Trading requires skill at reading the markets and at managing your own anxieties. The positive intention of fear is risk control. Losing a position is aggravating, whereas losing your nerve is devastating. The markets are the same now as they were 5 to 10 years ago because they keep changing, just like they did then. Luck plays an enormous role in trading success. Some people were lucky enough to be born smart, while others were even smarter and got born lucky. Having a quote machine is like having a slot machine at your desk. You end up feeding it all day long. I get my price data after the close each day. A losing trader can do little to transform himself into a winning trader. A losing trader is not going to want to transform himself. That's the kind of thing winning traders do. If you can't take a small loss, sooner or later you will take the mother of all losses. It is a happy circumstance that when nature gives us true burning desires, she also gives us the means to satisfy them. Those who want to win and lack skill can get someone with the skill to help them. Dramatic and emotional trading experiences tend to be negative. Pride is a great banana peel, as are hope, fear, and greed. My biggest slip-ups occurred shortly after I got emotionally involved with positions. Be sensitive to subtle differences between intuition and intuition. The trading rules I live by are 1. Cut losses. 2. Ride winners. 3. Keep bets small. 4. Follow the rules without question. 5. Know when to break the rules. I set protective stops at the same time I enter a trade. I normally move these stops into lock in a profit as the trend continues. I intend to risk below 5% on a trade, allowing for poor executions. Keep bets small and systematically keep reducing risk during equity drawdowns. That way you have a gentle financial and emotional touchdown. In order of importance to me are 1. The long-term trend, 2. The current chart pattern, and 3. Picking a good spot to buy or sell. If I am bullish, I neither buy on a reaction nor wait for strength. I am already in. I turn bullish at the instant my buy stop is hit and stay bullish until my sell stop is hit. Being bullish and not being long is illogical. Fundamentalists figure things out and anticipate change. Trend followers join the trend of the moment. Fundamentalists try to solve their feelings. Trend followers join their feelings and observe them evolve and dissolve. The feelings we accept and enjoy rarely interfere with trading. Systems don't need to be changed. The trick is for a trader to develop a system with which he is compatible. I would add that I consider myself and how I do things as a kind of system which, by definition, I always follow. A lot of people would rather understand the market than make money. Risk control has to do with your willingness to allow your stop to do its job. A trading system is an agreement you make between yourself and the markets. In your recipe for success, don't forget commitment and a deep belief in the inevitability of your success. Charting is a little like surfing. You don't have to know a lot about the physics of tides, resonance, and fluid dynamics in order to catch a good wave. You just have to be able to sense when it's happening and then have the drive to act at the right time. Traders and surfers both have to deal with feelings of missing out on the small ones until the big one comes along. My style is basically trend following, with some special pattern recognition and money management algorithms. Trend following is an exercise in observing and responding to the ever-present moment of now. It's all about sticking to your plan and experiencing feelings as they arise. If you are unwilling to feel your feelings, the temptation is to avoid them by jumping off your system. I don't predict a non-existing future. Longevity is the key to success. Working to anticipate the future can be a distraction from the important task of dealing with the present. Trends become more apparent as you step further away from the chart.